Hey guys, and welcome back to MTK series. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your support. If you're new to this channel, kindly consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe and turn on your notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you can remember very well, towards the late end of last year, I shared a video congratulating Funke Akindele, a Nigerian actress, and the husband JJC Skills on the birth of their twin boys. So somebody left me a message that I should keep my congratulatory message that it's only IVF. But meanwhile, the lady Funke Akindele has not said anything about the birth of the son, whether it's through IVF or not. I don't know where they get all this information from. But anyway, when the guy left the message, I never bothered to respond. I thought he's one of those people who are high on something. Till I saw this post. It says Prophet Faleyimu claims Funke Akindele had her twins with IVF, says it is not in the Bible. It is laughable to me because in the first place, Bible was written so many years ago. By that time, there was no technology advancement. Does he want to say now that if one is sick, he or she cannot go to the hospital? Because it's as good as that. He also claimed that the actress had not followed the solution he gave her, so she could not have a baby, and the prophet had earlier claimed that the actress was not destined to have a child. In the first place, Funke Akindele never said she had a baby through IVF. So I don't know why this guy is making a lot of bogus claims. Is it because people are accusing him that he's a prophet of doom despite all the things he said, or his negative prophecies of her not to be able to have a baby in the future? Funke Akindele still had a baby. Dr. Faleyimu Olagoroye, who is a Lagos-based prophet, is the founder of Mountain of Blessing and Miracle Church of Christ. He is the prophet who predicted barrenness for Funke Akindele. And in his interview, he defended his prediction concerning the actress. According to a report, he said, Funke Akindele was a nobody when I have been given a revelation about her. It was revealed to me that she will be rich and famous, but she will find it difficult to have a child. Only prayers can help her out. After her first marriage, the news was everywhere that she was pregnant. Thereafter, we read something else about the pregnancy in the news. Subsequently, she got married to another person, and I repeated the same prophecy. She was said to be pregnant again, and after some time, news came out again that she lost it. The media came to me, and I explained what was happening, and the only way out. When she delivered twins, I read people's comments on social media that I am a prophet of doom. Remember, I said she should pray very hard if she must have a child because she chose wealth above children when she was coming to the world. One of the things I said was that she should go for a deliverance and she should ask God with her mouth what she wants, not to go to pastors or prophets for prayers. If I pray for her to have a baby, no miracle will happen. The only thing she can do is to pray with her mouth, or she get married to someone who is not up to her standard. Then, when she's pregnant, her wealth will be reducing. After she delivered, it was revealed to me that she got the baby through IVF. It is only the people who cannot conceive naturally doctors advise to go for IVF. Meanwhile, IVF is 50-50 thing. Not everyone that did it ended up with baby. It is a scientific method which is not in the Bible. Jesus Christ was born through Holy Spirit, not IVF, and there is no other miracle like that after him. A lot of things to digest, to process. A lot of nonsense he has written here. He is talking about people saying he's a prophet of doom. He needs to read the comments on this post, on this is interview. I wonder where this man is living. This in vitro fertilization is a technique through which a man's sperm and the woman's egg is fertilized outside the uterus. Then, after some days, it will be implanted back into the woman's uterus, and the baby grows to term. She carries it to term, and she will give birth to baby. To me, I feel that God created doctors, and He gave them the knowledge to be able to invent all these technology advancements. So I don't know what this man's problem is. Is it that he doesn't go to hospital? Maybe when he's sick, he does not take drugs because since he does not believe in technology advancement, he will not believe in drugs too. I don't know. These are the questions popping through my mind. And again, he said that IVF is 50-50. For the fact that IVF does not have 100% success rate is one of the reasons to thank God because it's a miracle that the baby, he was able to give birth to the baby. Some people did IVF, but they never had any success. They were not able to conceive. They were not able to have a baby. They're still not pregnant by now. It is a good option for someone to have another means of having a baby. When you cannot conceive naturally, then you can try IVF, although it's not cheap. He was saying something about IVF not being in the Bible. I think he's not well informed because the first IVF baby, Louis Brown, was born on 25 July 1978 in Oldham General Hospital in Greater Manchester in the United Kingdom. So you cannot expect IVF to be in the Bible that was written so many years ago. There are some people in the society who believe that IVF is not from God, like the prophet. And this is part of the reason why women who undergo IVF are being stigmatized. You don't even talk about it in your family, not to talk of encouraging someone to get it done. But I feel it's a way of solving problem of infertility in the society, and I think it's a very good innovation. Catholic Church also seem not to believe in vitro fertilization simply because Catholic doctrine consider the procedure as a violence to human dignity and marriage act, which means that IVF eliminates marriage act of a man impregnating his wife naturally as the means of achieving pregnancy. Anyway, that's a Catholic Church for you with its doctrine. In African society, where children are greatly valued, I think IVF have really helped a lot of people who can afford it to have children, or at least not to break their homes because of not having children. And I can say that IVF has saved a lot of families because in some places, if a woman doesn't have a child, it's being frowned upon as if it's the woman's problem. Even when the man has infertility issues, everybody will start attacking the woman as if she is the one that is carrying the burden. But in if they can afford IVF, it makes it a bit simpler because they can go for IVF procedure whereby they can have their own children, at least save the marriage, and the man will not go for another wife because some men are so shameless that they don't even care. Once a woman does not have a child, that means the woman has that problem. She has to go with her witchcraft and leave the family. He can go and look for another wife, and it makes it worse that even when the man is not even interested in another wife, if the mother is alive, the mother will want to impose a wife on the man, and it makes it more complicated because at the end of the day, some go for side chick without letting the wives know about it. They pretend they love the woman, but in the real truth, they go to meet women outside to see if they'll be able to have children. So, in my opinion, I believe IVF has really saved lots of families from hitting the rocks, and I will encourage people who have the money to go for IVF if they're able to afford it. God has made the world so beautiful and easy that He has created scientists and doctors to help with the solution of the life problem people are having, and we want to put ourselves in tight corner, trying to convince people, trying to make things look, trying to blame people for what they do, trying to criticize people, trying to discriminate against people because they cannot afford one thing or the other. Because you feel somebody has a problem, you want to make it in such a way that the person is discriminated upon, which is not supposed to be. And my message to false prophet is this: if God did not speak to you, stop lying to your congregation that you heard from God when it's obvious that you are there sending your own message, trying to make people's life very difficult. Jesus Christ made strong affirmation of the permanence of his words in Matthew 24, verse 35, saying that heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. So, please, prophet, Mr. Prophet, stop making mockery of the word of God. The prophet also said that if Funke Akindele had followed any of the three solutions he gave to her, she would have been pregnant naturally. Then he said that people should read Genesis 25, 3 and 17, also 1 Samuel 25 to 28, and people will see how God answered those ones looking for the fruit of the womb naturally and not through scientific method. Hello. Why is this man talking like this? So everybody must give birth naturally. Some people have problem of fallopian tube, whereby the tubes are blocked due to one problem of the other, and this will make it very difficult for sperm to go down the womb, the uterus, where the eggs will be fertilized. I'm not saying that I don't believe in miracle. Miracles happen, but let us not try to solve a physical problem with a spiritual solution. These are two different things. I don't know. We like caging ourselves. We like building high walls. Somebody doesn't want IVF. You don't want adoption. Then do you want your husband to marry another wife? Definitely not. Then what do? You are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea because people will like to discriminate against you. You've done IVF, yeah, you've adopted a baby. So which option do you go for? In that case, there is nothing left. You'll be there sitting there till your husband will drive you out of his home. So I think this chat that Prophet Faleyimu granted to Yoruba movie Jits to unveil the untold story behind the arrival of Funke's baby doesn't make sense to me. If he actually did it to convince people that he's not a prophet of doom, I think I am not buying into it. It doesn't make sense to me. Anybody can believe whatever he or she wants, but for me, I'm not interested anyway. I would like to know what you guys think about the whole story, about this saga. Is IVF biblical? Is IVF babies from God? Will you really recommend the IVF for somebody? Will you do it yourself? I would like to know your thoughts and your opinion. Please leave comments below for me. I would like to read through your comments. I'm gonna sign off here. Stay healthy and safe. Remember to share this video with family and friends. And don't forget to subscribe if you've not done already. And see you in my next one. Bye.